What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious, and let's talk Aftermath. Now, Aftermath is one of the expansion packs that are going to be released for Battlefield 3 in December. And before we get into today's commentary, I want to make a quick note about the gameplay. It's the first time I've ever used the M240 Bravo since the introduction of the new patch about a month or so ago, and I'm really happy with this weapon. It's one of the best, if not the best, heavy machine gun in the game. And I really enjoy using this weapon. It's a great weapon. Time to kill is phenomenal. It's very controllable in terms of that extremely high vertical recoil, meaning all you have to do is pull down on the thumbstick or pull down on your mouse. And it's a great weapon, great reach, 3-shot kill in close range, and I love using this weapon. As a matter of fact, I got a 125 kill game with this weapon, and I have that actually recorded so I can put that on a game for you guys. Probably next week, since, you know, as of right now, I'm at the beach right now recording this video, and I don't have all my gameplay with me. I only brought 1 or 2 games that were easy for me to bring, not, you know, having to rent them out from iMovie. These are the ones I had left over for the raw gameplay, so I just, you know, brought them over on my laptop, and I have all the other gameplays at home. So, you know, when I get back home, I will definitely put that video up. I'm excited to make it. It's probably going to be a very long commentary video because it's about 20 minutes long, and I want to include all the lives in it to show you guys exactly how good the M240B really is. And I can't wait to actually review this weapon because I feel like support weapons are going to be the best to review and most fun for me to review because they're just so goddamn awesome. But back on topic. So Aftermath for Battlefield 3 is going to be the 4th expansion pack that DICE is releasing for the game. And now initially it wasn't even on the list for releases. It was only going to be Carcan, Close Quarters, Armored Kill, and Endgame. And then sometime around the announcement of Battlefield Premium, they actually added Aftermath in there without us really knowing. They kind of added it a little discreetly without telling us that, oh yeah, we're adding Aftermath into the list of our expansion packs. And at that time, a lot of speculation was given as to what Aftermath is exactly gonna be. And initially, honestly, I thought it would be a survival game mode because they were talking about like in the ruins of Tehran after an earthquake. And I thought it would be pretty cool to introduce some kind of survival mode into Battlefield 3, something that isn't exactly multiplayer or co-op. And we've all been proven wrong in terms of our speculations, that is, if they were anything other than multiplayer expansions. So as a matter of fact, Aftermath is exactly what it is, a multiplayer expansion pack for Battlefield 3. And I guess that sort of like cuts out the chance for any hope of a non-multiplayer expansion pack for Battlefield 3. We all know Endgame is going to be multiplayer because they're talking about already introducing new vehicles in that and possibly new weapons. So it's not, there's going to be no non-multiplayer expansions in Battlefield 3. As of right now. I mean, they could announce something secretly, but all of our hopes are gone now for something that is not multiplayer for Battlefield 3, and no more dinosaur mode hopes. So that's it. I was actually thinking that for Aftermath, that is, they could have like one of the I forget what it was. Was it one of the dinosaurs or something like that, where there was like a giant earthquake and dinosaurs came out of the ground? I'm not quite certain what that was. Maybe it was Ice Age, as a matter of fact. But you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, it would be cool if they had like an earthquake and dinosaurs came out of the ground, but that's extremely irrational. And for a serious game like Battlefield 3, that would never ever happen. So, you know, multiplayer is good. I like multiplayer for Battlefield 3. It extends the longevity of the actual multiplayer game mode. And the things that they're going to do with Aftermath are going to be pretty cool. They're introducing new maps, 4 of them as a matter of fact, and they're going to be urban warfare maps, something I've been looking for a while. We only have a few urban warfare maps in the current Battlefield map choice. We have Sheka-Karkan, Sharkey Peninsula, half of Gulf of Oman, Grand Bazaar, and Sen Crossing. The other maps are not really urban warfare as much as those maps are. So, you know, introducing new urban warfare maps is going to be a great thing for Battlefield 3. And now, unfortunately, they're going to be desert maps again because they're in Tehran. And I'm not really happy about that. I hate desert maps. I'm getting tired of them in Battlefield 3. Karkan was a complete desert map expansion pack except for Wake Island. So, I really wish that they would actually introduce different kinds of urban warfare. I think that the Call of Duty approach to it, where they have urban warfare in America, would be a really awesome thing. Like, you know, New York City, Chicago, big cities like that. Having one or two maps in those cities would be a really nice addition to Battlefield 3. Like a clean urban warfare. Not deserty, not, you know, destroyed everywhere. But like a nice clean urban warfare map. I would really enjoy that. If you guys would enjoy that, please let me know that in the comments section. I want to know what your thoughts on this topic are in regards to what urban warfare you feel should be in Aftermath. And now, they also said they would introduce new weapons. And now they never gave an exact clarification on that, because on the Battlefield 3 premium description of Aftermath, they said it's going to include weapons. But on an information sheet they released a few days ago, weapons was not included in the actual information sheet. So either they're not going to include them or they are. I really hope they do, because I love new weapons in Battlefield 3. I like reviewing the new weapons. I like getting used to new weapons and seeing what they can actually do in the Battlefield 3 world and stand up against the rest of the ones that have already been in the game for some time. So overall, I feel like the one thing they can do for weapons in Aftermath is going to introduce weapons that perform a lot differently than all the other weapons that are currently in Battlefield 3. And now what I mean by that is we already have, you know, the bread and butter standard assault rifles with a 25 damage down to 18.4. But if they introduce a weapon that has a different damage profile while still retaining the properties of that kind of weapon and a damage profile it has, I feel like that would be a pretty cool thing. We either have the 25 or the 34 that the G3 has. But introducing something with like a 30 damage profile down to 20, like the Scar H in the assault rifle category, would be something pretty cool and a different change of pace in the assault rifle category, making it a little bit different than the rest of the assault rifles. I think they can really do something differently with these weapons in Aftermath based upon the response of the weapons from close quarters and from back to Karkan. They already have a lot of, you know, research done on what weapons they're going to introduce, but I feel like if they do it properly and they have weapons that are a lot different and differently performing in the DLC, it'll be a lot more of a hit than close quarters was, because, you know, honestly, the weapons in close quarters aren't exactly the best ones. The Scar L may be really good in controllability, but in terms of overall performance, it's not that great of a weapon in comparison to a lot of the already introduced longer range rifles, such as the L85 or the G3. So I think that radically different weapons in Aftermath would be a great thing for Battlefield 3. So overall, I feel like the key to Aftermath is going to be introducing maps that have a close quarters combat scenario, but have the atmosphere of a larger map such as in Strike at Karkand and in Sharkey Peninsula. So I think the key, like I said, is going to be a close quarters combat minded mindset, but have it be like you feel like you're in a larger combat scenario. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it got your mind thinking, so let me know your comments and your feedback down in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description, and as always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.